Okay, this is part 3 of my journey as a Jamaican into America. So we went on the plane. The plane went, took off. We were up there for a minute. I think the flight was 2 hours and something minutes. Anyway, can't remember when they announced that we are in New York City, and I looked through the window. Oh my God, it was a beauty. I was like, wow, you could see the lights when you look down, because it was night. Remember, it was the last flight out, so you know, flying up there you couldn't see anything, but you know, New York City is the city lit, like literally lit up. So up there you could see the lights, you could see, it was beautiful. And I was looking, I was like, wow, this is amazing, you know. As a Jamaican, you know our thing, you know, we are like a third world country, you know, we're not to have none of them big high-rise skyscraper building that. So see all of that, and it was a beauty, the amount of lighting, because you know, that's the most thing that you are seeing, the light. So anyway, plane landed, and when the plane landed, me and my kids, we were walking to the security check, the immigration part. But girl, the line was long, was crazy long. I think we spent almost maybe 3 hours in there. Yeah, I think so. The line was crazy. It's like everyone, it was JFK airport, and it's like, I guess everybody in the world was in JFK that day. I mean, people like crazy. I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. So we were in the line, going straight up till, you know, because they gave us, when we received our paperwork, they gave us these brown envelopes that they said we cannot put it in a bag. We must always have it in our hands at all times. So I had those brown envelopes in my hands to take to the immigrations. I make sure I kept all of them. I didn't give the kids any of them. I have to keep them safe. So when I went, when we went to go through the security checkpoint, then you go to this special room where they take people like us, you know, who came up with paperwork or whatever. We went to the special room where you sat there. I was sitting there for a minute, and they call your name, and you went up and talked to them. And I went up there, and I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was so freaking nervous. I was nervous, and I was like, oh my God, you know, when they ask what they're gonna ask me, blah blah blah, whatever. So anyway, I went up to the immigration, and they said, oh, you're getting married in America? And I said yes. And they were like, welcome to America. And I was like, thank you. It was a man, I was a white man, and I said, thank you, sir. And he gave me paper, you know, our stuff back, and we went, me and my kids. So my phone was dead, because remember, my phone was dead. I didn't have a charger, because the charger that I had, I leave it with my son, because I'm like, I'm going to America, I can't leave the charger with my son. So just same way with the money, all the Jamaican money that I have, that's why I entered. I didn't have a lot of money, but the Jamaican money that I had, I leave it all with my son. So I only have 20 US, and that's why I came through with only 20 US, because that was the only US. And I was like, made no sense carry Jamaican, because my son is there and I'm leaving him behind. So I leave every Jamaican money that I have with my son. So just like that, I left the charger with my son. So when we went through, now my phone was dead. Like, my phone was dead. I know the number in my head. So I was there. I asked this lady for a call, and I call, and when I called, they were giving me the directions, and I couldn't understand where they were telling me to come. So there was this gentleman with the lady. He took the phone and like, oh, I know everywhere at JFK airport, let me talk to him. And he took the phone and spoke to, and after that he said, okay, you're gonna go to the door, and you're gonna go. So I remember, we're coming from Jamaica, we don't have cold, and it was cold. It wasn't summer, it was cold. It was in April, but it was cold. And so when we came out of the airport, oh my God, when the person showed me where I'm going, and when we came through the doors, we were freezing. I was like, oh my God, this is impossible. Like, you know, you always hear people talking about American cold and whatever, but experiencing it yourself is crazy. I was like, oh my God, can somebody live in this cold? Anyway, we rushed to the car. It was crazy. We were so happy. Like all of us were so happy. We went to McDonald's. That was the first place we have eaten in America. Was McDonald's, or they call it McDonald's. Well, we in Jamaica say McDonald's. So we went to McDonald's. That was my first time having the quarter pounder. Yep, they said, I'm getting you a quarter pounder, and I said okay, because honestly I didn't even know what was a quarter pounder. So I got a quarter pounder and I loved it. Like I loved it. Like from then till now, when I go to McDonald's, I ordered quarter pounder. Yep. So we got our stuff. We got coats because, you know, brought coat in the car, and we had coats. We went to McDonald's, and then when we went to the house, and we were so happy. Like, I felt like, yes, this is a new life for me. This is, and I was crazy in love too. So I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. All right, so this is part 3. All right, stay tuned for part 4, my journey into America.